Hey, having another Legacy Find moment. We'll always come in. We're going to try to be loyal and dedicated and stick to topic. And I hope that these journals, visual journals, these are called virtual journals, voice journals. I hope that they make an impact into someone's life somewhere, somehow. In life, you find people who have crises, you have things that are going on in people's lives where you can be a vessel into helping them to reach their next journey in life. In my path and my services and what I feel like God put me here for was to serve. I want to talk about what's going on with the African American women in the world today, how we feel like we need validation in everything that we do. We can't be scared to say we need help. We can't be, you know, the kind of person that we need to be and to say there's something not right. You know, people got to understand what happened long ago is when women became something of a substance of where we were making more, when we were striving more, when we were doing more for excellence, that just happened. It didn't surpass the African American males. What happened is we just became a stronger universe to be one with. And a lot of women, um, a lot of, I'm going to say alpha women, because that's what they call themselves, because I call myself an alpha woman as well, have forgotten that we are beta. We have forgotten how to be that role. I can give you a synopsis with some friends of mine. If you have adult children are to fend for themselves and do for themselves. You as a parent are supposed to be there still, guide them, instruction them, and be there for when they lead you. But you're not to have that child into your life and mess up your marriage. We can go back to the Bible when the Bible says, honor thy husband, then thy children. And that is the reason for saying it. Your children grow up and they leave the nest. You stuck with your husband. If your husband becomes unhappy and you still have him, then what do you have? You have an emptiness. You have a life of by yourself of loneliness. You have a life of trying to get things in order when you had it all. You just didn't understand what you were doing. Then you have the women that we, we date. And when we dating for the right reasons. So we think we dating for the right reasons, right? So we think that like we fell in love and it's gonna be so romantic and everything's gonna be like just so everything. And then that's just not what happens. You give again, you give 100% of yours, they give 5% of theirs. But you have to remember in life, ladies, listen to me. What is done to you, you allow it to happen. I make a statement all the time that I was in a relationship by myself for 15 years because I allowed that. I allowed a person to invade my space, be intrusive, make me think that we were romantically connected, we were spiritually connected. We had such an awesome relationship and we didn't have that. I had that, and he didn't have that. He didn't know what the word loyal meant. So, with him not knowing what the word meant and loyalty meant, I went through mental abuse. Going through mental abuse, dating a narcissist gives you narcissistic traits. When you pick up those traits, then you start to do things within your own channel that is just not proper. So we have to learn how to stay one to ourselves and be just who we are to each other. You know what I mean? And it's somewhat difficult to do, but we have to do that. We have to remain true to ourselves. We have to understand our self-worth. And so I had somebody ask me, what does that mean when you say you understand your self-worth? Everybody always puts a numeric digit to that. That is not what self-worth is. Self-worth is not money. Self-worth is not a number. Self-worth is what you value yourself as. Like, what do you feel you're worth? I am worth loyalty. I am worth respect. I have a dignity, and they should have a dignity for me. They should know how to cuddle me, treat me like I'm the person that I am, and we should treat them the same way. To me, if you treat somebody better than they treat you, that's on you. If you give somebody the role of that's your husband and they didn't earn those rights, that's on you too, ladies. They didn't earn it, you gave it. We walking around with these big old rings on our fingers and acting like, oh, we so in love and Like this person is the ever for the best. And they know not what they do. They know not what they do. They trick you into thinking it's something else. Okay? And if we start having all these disbeliefs, and then we start not trusting all males. And all males are not like that. So this will not be a bashing male session where I will bash males, because I'm sure that there are some loyal men out here. I haven't met one. I mean, I met some good men though, really good men. But I will tell you, Sue, none of them are honest. None of them have been faithful. I wish to God that we could do names, but that would be hurting the other person. So I won't do names. But people who know me pretty much know I run in a small circle, and I'm not all over the place. I'm either here, at the spa, at the office, working out, back here again. That is my whole life. That is what I do. I don't go mix and mingle. I don't go out, venturing out looking for people to date. I just don't do that. I'm not saying there's something wrong with that. I just feel like when the right man is meant to come in my way, he'll come like on his own. You know what I mean? I won't need, I don't need to go out seeking it. Does that make sense? And women, you gotta remember something. When you get all dolled up and you put on these fake eyelashes and these 99 pounds of makeup, and you make yourself look totally different than who you are, you know, and then you go to bed and you wake up and you wash your face and you wash all that goofy goo off, you still have to look at that self in the face. You know what I mean? That means you put on a mask to go out and to portray yourself as someone who you weren't, just to meet somebody else. And I know a lot of women would be angry about that statement, and that's fine. I'm pretty okay with that. I've lived for 5 decades, so it is what it is. But I've never been one to have an eyeliner right now, and that's pretty much all I've ever done in my life. Sometimes I put a little lipstick, but outside of that, you'll never find a picture where I'm all dolled up. Or I look like totally different, like this don't look like her. You'll never see a picture like that ever. It doesn't exist. Because I'm just one of natural. And I'm not saying it's just one of natural beauty. I'm just saying I just feel like I just want to be who I am. You know? I don't knock women who go and have all these enhancements done. The BBL or BBF, whatever it's called. That's your choice too. I just hope that the ladies that are doing it, you're doing it for your own self purposes and not for anybody other purposes. I'm going to tell you, I had gastric bypass surgery, but I had it for myself. I had it back in 2004. It's 2023. I've kept the weight off. I went from 579 pounds to 188 pounds. Size 11, small shirt. Happy with that. I got a little shaky here, whatever. But that's called working out and being dedicated and still being true to who I am as a person. Like, still being loyal to me. I haven't had any other enhancements done. Do I talk about it? Sure. Do we think about it? Sure. Will I do it? No. The most you guys will see me out on is right here. We add here. That's my add-on. But that's just my choice. A natural beauty is something that all women portray of all colors. And what I love about my women with malignant skin, that pigmentation in them, that melanin in them, come of all shades and all colors. And I love that. I love that we come dark, we come light, we come almost white. We come dark as dark. And beauty is in every color. So I love that. You know what I mean? So what I said, these are like visual learning aids, learning tools that if you guys subscribe, I appreciate it. They shall get better. This is only my third one. So I'm still learning what to say and how to make a move and like thinking about my backgrounds and thinking about what was going to be my home focal, my conversation, what's going to be my niche, what's going to be the things that I want to talk about to people. So right now these are called virtual journals. So I'm keeping a virtual on how I feel daily about myself. And if there's women who have questions, you can always send to Shanine35 at yahoo.com about any area in life that you're struggling with, because we all struggle being alone, not having somebody to talk to, feeling like we're just different, questioning our sexuality, all kinds of things. I've gotten, what made me come to YouTube is being a certified life coach. I have had people ask me plenty of questions, and I'm going to use this as an aid to help people. So with that, I'm going to leave y'all with how I leave y'all, because these are not long. These are very short. With Legacy out. Guess I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a nice night.